Hello, Paul here from NeuralAdX. I'm just going to run through how to apply citations to your website for generative engine optimization. Okay, so if we put our attention on the screen now, I'm going to take you over to my content management system, being WordPress. And I've set up a scenario where we've got a H2 heading and we're proposing a question: how can generative engine optimization help my business? Okay. Now, in correct format with generative engine optimization, you should answer the question immediately, ideally within the first sentence. So indeed, I've done that here by stipulating generative engine optimization methods can boost your website visibility by up to 40%. Okay. Now, here comes the crux of it. We need the citation. So if we pop to the actual source of where I derived this intel, we will see here, I've got it highlighted for you there, the text that I've extracted as that answer. Okay. Then if we scroll up, we can see that it's a generative engine optimization study. Now, three of the researchers were from Princeton, 2 from Seattle, and there's 1 from the Indian Institute of New Delhi, which I believe is harder to get into than MIT. So it shows the caliber of people working on this. So yeah, back to the citation naming, it would be wise to utilize Princeton as the name and then put et al to then stipulate and others, because there was obviously other researchers and institutions involved. Okay, so let me copy the link of this study so I can link it to the citation. Let me go back to the website page. So if we then put the cursor at the full stop marker, then put parenthesis, and then we do Princeton. And then, as I said, et al, which means and others, and then we do a comma, and then the year, which was 2024. Just going to go back and check. So June 2024, that's correct. So we'll type that in there, 2024, and then put it in parenthesis. Okay. Now, just to pause, if there's any sticklers of you out there, you might be saying that, well, that particular style of citation, being the APA, American Psychological Association style, normally demands that you use the surname of authors. That is indeed correct. However, AI generative engines prefer to have a bit of brevity. And so they're happy for you to use the institutions rather than, as in this instance, you would have to use 6 author surnames, which is going to not look very pretty on the website and is excessive when the AI's algorithms are instructed to be more than happy with just the name of the institution and the date, and obviously the link to the original study. So just drilling down on some core academic corrections that some of you are going to be considering. So if we go back now to the in-text citation that I have done, I can then highlight that as so, and then add the link, okay, and then paste in the link that I took earlier, and then I simply apply that, okay. And then I want to underline it, so therefore anybody looking at it can see that it's a hyperlink. And then I want to apply my branding colors, which in this instance is teal. Okay. And then you would simply save and publish, and that's it. Job done. Okay. Now, this is really quite a general overview of how to do citations. You can drill down further to get more technical and to have a more higher likelihood of your particular citation being pulled from generative engines. But that's something I will visit further down the line. At the moment, I'm just doing sort of very concise and helpful content to help small business owners and people researching, people doing SEO and AI SEO who aren't quite sure how to do this process. Okay, forgive the lights going on and off. Something's up with my electrics today. Always the way when you're trying to do videos. Okay, guys, I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much indeed. Bye-bye.